In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a custom web form. And a custom web form is what comes on a web page where you collect additional information from a prospect. I'll also show you in this video how to create custom web form fields, which are the individual fields or questions that you ask somebody, and then how to change out the web form button so you can either A, upload a button of your own or select a different button from the menu. So let me explain something before I get into that and explain what the difference is between a default web form and a custom web form. In most cases, you're going to have a default web form that you're going to gather information from a prospect before you ask additional information. And this will dramatically increase your conversion instead of trying to get all of the information up front before a prospect ever opts in or turns into a lead. So how this works real quick, when somebody fills out the first default web form, they're automatically going to be redirected to a second page where you can add a second web form and ask for additional information. And of course, if you don't want to ask for this additional information, you can just redirect somebody straight to the thank you page and delete this page. And you don't have to ask for this additional information. But if you'd like to ask for additional information and collect more information than what is available or what you set up on the default field, or default web form, then this is where you should do it. You should set up a customized web form and ask for more information. So in this example, when somebody fills out this web form here, requesting a free list of homes for sale, they're redirected to this custom web form where you are able to ask them for more information on what type of home they're looking for. So let me show you how to create a custom web form in this type of a case. So go to your user interface, and inside of the user interface, click under or run your mouse over the web form tab and click on custom web forms. And under the custom web form area, I'm going to click this button in the right hand side in the middle of the page. I hope you can see that there. Just watch where my mouse is running. You'll be able to watch this. And hit Add Custom Web Form. This is the area where you're going to name the web form. And let's just say we're going to create another website, and we're going to call it the Short Sale Kit. Let's just say that's the web form name. And then if you wanted to add a description, you could. I'm not going to right now. But this is where you'd actually select what fields you want to use in this web form. So let's just say I'm going to select a few default ones. If you want to add a custom web form field, you just click on this plus sign, or of course you could come up to the drop down menu and hit custom web form fields. It's the same thing. But let me go ahead and hit that. It pops up this box here. And this is where I can actually add a customized web form field. So let's just say I want to know if they're going to if they want to do a loan mod. So let's just say, what do you want to do with the home? Plans with your home. Okay, we have enough space for that. You only have 20 characters for this name here. So I ran out of room there, and from there you can either select a text box, or you could do a check box, which they would check yes for that, or just check the check box, and then you can do a drop down menu. If you did a text box, then all it would do is display plans with your home. And I'm going to save that and show you what that looks like, and then in a minute I'll come back and create a drop down menu for that so you can see how the drop down menu is built. So I'm going to hit save under that. And I believe that was normally they'll show up at the bottom. So plans with, let's say I want to select the plans with your home. To select this, all you do is you select your first field, and then you need to hold down the control key and select what other fields you want to add. And you need to keep holding down the control key. Let me minus back out by mistake, zoomed in. Keep holding down the control key while you select other fields. So I want to select those, and I'm going to hit save. Okay, so after I've saved that, we have the short sale kit. You can actually move around what fields show up first by just grabbing them and moving them around. So this plans with your home, the text web form field that I just created, let's say I wanted that at the top. I just dragged that there, and the reason it looks a little bit goofy is because I'm zoomed in really far so you can see everything for this video. But I'm going to go down to the bottom. I think it auto saves it, and hit save on that. Now, what you need to do is once you've created a web form, you need to either A, add it to one of your existing websites, or create a new website to put it on. In this case, I'm just going to go to Website Management, Websites and Their Content, and click under the Website tab. From there, let me go ahead and select a page to put it on. So let's say I wanted to put it on this existing website. This was just an example website I added in one of the previous videos called FSBO-Click. Just click on the FSBO-Kit title, and that's going to be able to modify the website. And let's select the web form that we just created, which was the short sale kit web form. So I can select that. And if you wanted to select a different button for that web form, the custom web form is, remember, it's the second web form that people will see after they fill out the default web form. And let me go ahead and change that out to a different button. Let's just say I wanted to select a different button. All I need to do is just select it, or you could click this and add a button from your computer. That pulls up this box, you name the button, and then you browse it on your computer. So if I wanted to say, let me browse really quick and find a button. Right there, we browsed. And let's say I wanted to do this red register now button. So I'd grab that, and I'm going to call the button red register now. That's so I know what it's called. And then if I wanted to, I can just copy and paste this register now, and that's what people would actually see when they scroll their mouse over it. Hit save on that, and that's what my button is going to be for that website. I'm going to hit save, and let me go ahead and click under manage your websites. I'm going to go view that web page. I'm just going to go find it and pull it up. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, and the customized web form is going to be on the second page, which is the page where we're asking for additional information. There it is. So as soon as somebody fills out this first page, and again, this is just a website that I added, I hadn't customized it yet, and as soon as they fill out this, they're redirected to the second page, which is the customized form, and the button's right there. I showed you how to change that button out. Now let me go ahead and go back and show you how to change or turn this Plans with Your Home, the customized web form field that I created, into a drop-down field, and give it drop-down menu options. Kind of like this other field right here where we got all these different options for people to choose from, so they don't actually have to write stuff in. So I'm going to go back to web forms and go to custom web form fields. I'm going to find the web form field that I just added. In this case, it's Plans with Your Home. I'm going to click under that, and I'm going to change it to a drop-down list combo box field. And where you actually set up your drop-down information is right down here at the bottom. You just click on this plus sign right there, and that's where you actually create them. So as you see, I just created drop-down list option number 1. I could add another one, a third one, and a fourth one, and these will actually show up in the order that I create them in the drop-down menu. So let's just say this is going to be option 1, and the next one would be option 2. I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste these things so you can see. Option 3, this would be the third option. You can write in whatever you want. I'm just giving this for an example. And option 4, I'm going to hit save that real quick, and I'm going to go back to the page that I set that up on, and I'm going to refresh it so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so Plans with Your Home, we just changed that to the drop-down options, and we set up 4 options. Now if anyone comes here and they select one of these options, they don't have to actually write stuff in. And if it was a text box, they would just do the text. One other thing I do want to show you really quick is if you fill out this field help text, what this does, I'm just going to enter bogus here. If you wanted to tell somebody what you're really asking for, you could put that there. And that's really to give you more area to for your web form field. Now personally, I don't like doing this because of how it shows up with my web form, or how it changes my web form. But this is what it does. If you look right here, it showed up on the right hand side, and it kind of centered my button a little bit different. It changed the layout of the actual the web form overall, so the look looks a little bit different. So if you wanted to add that text, that's kind of like help text for what people need to do to fill out this web form or that particular field. So that's what happens when you fill that out. If you wanted to give additional information, most of the time what I like to do is find out how to say what I'm trying to say in the 20 characters that I have up here, and me personally, I just don't like to use that. I haven't proven or tested that it lowers conversion or it's more confusing or not confusing. I just don't like the way it actually makes the web form look. That's all there is to it. For me, there's nothing more to it. So I think that's it. That's how you create a custom web form. You create the custom web form fields, and of course you can either set this stuff up while you're actually working on one by just clicking these plus buttons, or you can actually add stuff individually and then just assemble the whole entire thing. So that's how it's done. And of course, you just change everything out when you want to activate a web form for a website. You just change it out right in here and select which web form you actually want to use and which buttons right inside the website area that I just showed you there. So that's how that's done. If you wanted to learn more about how to use or modify the default web forms, that will be in a separate video because those are done a little bit differently. But that's how you manage and edit a customized web form field, or web form field and the buttons. If you need any additional help, or you get lost, or something's not clear, you can always submit a ticket by clicking on this help and support tab right here on the right hand side, and just fill in this box. Let our support know what you need help with, and they're happy to help you. Have a good day.